Bill. Have you ever wanted to stain a wood project? Or maybe you have an old table or chair which you'd like to add an extra coat of finish to. Or you also may want to know what to do if you ever need to build and finish some woodworking projects. Now, finishing a wood project is a process that involves nearly as much sanding as it does applying the finish and stain. There are many tools and supplies needed for this staining and finishing of wood. So let's see. Some of the supplies includes the wood or a project, which is, for the demonstration, this board is going to represent my project. And you need some sandpaper, rougher sandpaper to prepare the wood for sanding, and a finer grit sandpaper to use in between coats. You also need the stain, which is a penetrating stain to color your wood, and the clear finish to put on top of the stain as a protective layer. You need a can opener to open the can, paintbrush to apply the stain with. Either kind of brush works, or you can use a rag or something. You want a brush that's a good size for your project. You wouldn't want a huge brush if you're working on something smaller. And you also need something like this. This is made for stirring stain or anything. You can use pretty well anything to stir the stain, but it must be stirred up before you apply the stain. And the rag is, I use old socks, they work good for rags, but you need to use that to dust off the project later on. So, to begin, I've already sanded this one. I guess if you were to feel this, you'd be able to tell there's a difference between this one that hasn't been sanded and this one that has. So you want this to be nice and smooth before you start. And to apply the stain, you first have to open the can. Then you take your stirring stick and stir it up. Usually you can see there's kind of a foggy color comes to the top, and then as the stuff that settles out mixes in. So then I take my paintbrush and just, don't need a lot on your brush, so you'll drip all over your table. And then you just go across the board, put an even coat over all of the wood. And you want to brush off the wood. If you start over here and brush onto the wood, you'll have the stain running down the edge of the board instead of on the top. And then you'll have on the back side, you'll be able to see the runs. So if you have something where you're going to be able to see both sides, that wouldn't be good. There are also many different types of stain and finishes. There's probably over 100 different colors of stain. You just select the one which is whatever color you're looking for, or your preferred color, or to match. If you want to match something, you can do that too. Match a piece of furniture you already have. And then the finish, there's an outdoor finish and an indoor finish. If you're going to have something be outside, you definitely want the more weather resistant one, which is like this. Or it wouldn't hurt to have that inside, but that wouldn't be necessary. And then you also make like deck stain. If you're going to build a picnic table or a swing or something that's going to be outside, you could use a deck stain sealer, and then you have the stain and the sealer all in one. You just apply more coats that way. So if this were a project like this that I brought for an example, I would have to do the top surface, let it dry, then flip it over and stain the backside. But since this is only one board, I won't have to do that. Okay, then after you have stained it, it will not be smooth anymore, because the different areas in the wood will soak in the stain at a different rate. And so some areas will be much smoother than others. And so you need to take the fine sandpaper and just lightly sand the whole thing. You want to be careful not to apply more pressure to one area than the other, or you'll sand through your stain and have a white spot in your finish. So once you've got your board smooth again, you'll take your finish and you apply that the same way you did the stain with a brush of your choosing, or you can use a wipe-on finish to use rag to apply the finish. But an important step I forgot to mention is getting the dust off before you apply the finish. That's what the rag. Another important part of another important use for the rag is you want to wipe off your whole project. You also could put paint thinner in your rag before you wipe off the project. That will cause all the dust to stick to your rag, and the paint thinner that's on the board will evaporate, so you have a dry surface. But then after you do that, then you do the stain. I got a little bit out of order there, but if you all take a handout, and after you apply the clear finish, it may again be uneven, and then you can use, as I've got pictured on the bottom there, a wet sanding to make a different process of sanding to make your board slick again, or you can just use a dry paper again. Either way, okay. So the final step is to apply additional coats of clear finish. You can apply as many coats as you would like. The more you have, the slicker your project is to the touch, and the shinier it will appear. Through much sanding and many coats of finish, you can achieve a very nice finished project. Beginning with a sanded project, applying many coats of finish and sanding between each will give you a very nice finished project. If you ever need to finish or refinish a wood project, you should now have an idea of the process.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate that. Okay.